Hey everyone, so let's put Kentucky limestone water against regular bottled water. Welcome to the third and final part in our old limestone mixing water series. This is going to be a little bit of a tweak on the final video. I had originally planned this to be just basically, and I have ice that's made up. It's all frozen ice cubes with this, and just ice cubes with regular spring water or bottled water, purified water, same thing. And I was going to put that, with the bourbon and see if that ice makes any difference. But I kind of am tweaking this. I'm probably do that in a future video along with, a review or an old fashioned. But I'm kind of thinking if I really couldn't pick out meaningful differences in the last video between, adding a few drops of water in this versus this. I remember if you watched the last video, the difference was ever so slight, and I thought maybe there was a slight difference with a couple of drops of water of this versus this. And by the way, just for clarity, I did use the water was it was called Nice Water. It was from Walgreens here in New Jersey. The water I'm going to use is called Bowl and Basket. It's from ShopRite supermarket. The focus really isn't on this. I kind of want to see if I can really pick out the water. So I think in this case, the best thing to do is just really isolate the water. We're leaving, I'm sorry, everyone, we're going to actually leave the alcohol out of this one. We're going to leave the bourbon out of this one. We're just going to focus on the water. And I really just want to actually literally just taste the water. And we're going to do this blind, and we're going to do this in two parts. I am going to do a blind tasting of these. I want to see if I can really pick out which is the Kentucky limestone water. And then I'm going to have my wife Yvette is going to do the exact same thing. So let's pour this blindly. We're going to pour this blind. We're going to pour this in a glass, mix them up, and then we'll come right back. Okay, so we got them both poured in a glass. We're using a regular Glencairn glass for consistency. So I have the bottoms marked. I'll even keep my finger on it. So it's the same amount. I just kind of want to see, first of all, there's definitely a little bit of a difference. I want to really be kind of clear here. I'm just going to hold this up to the light 1 second and be right back. Okay, so I just wanted to hold it up closer to the light. So when I held these two up to the light, this glass right here, the water looked a little bit clearer, crisp clear. Maybe hard to see on here, but I think this one right here, this glass here, it looks a little bit clearer, the water, but let's just taste them and see the difference. We'll start with this one. And then we'll start with this one. Okay, do this one more time. Okay, without a doubt, there's definitely a difference. See, this is why I wanted this isolated. I think that this one is the Kentucky limestone water, and this is the regular Bowl and Basket spring water. And let's see if I'm right. I am right. Okay, so basically, this is the deal, and I'm going to have my wife come here and do this right now, and I want to see if she can pick that up. This is much easier to do. Now, maybe I have to pay a little more attention to the bourbon, but clearly, there is a definite difference. This water is clearer. This water is crisper. It tastes like there's just nothing else but just pure water. There is a big difference when you taste the water flat out together. And now my wife Yvette's going to come and we'll see what she thinks. Okay, so my wife Yvette is here. I want to see if she can pick out which is the Kentucky limestone water, specifically the old limestone mixing water, and the good old Bowl and Basket spring water from right here in ShopRite in New Jersey. So Yvette, go ahead.
Okay, I've been looking forward to taking this test because when he bought this limestone water, I thought it was a version of the Emperor's New Clothes that everybody's saying it's great because they're supposed to, because they're elite bourbon lovers.
This is a whole other video coming up, but okay.
But anyway, let me try sample number 1. Cheers. It's water, it's boring, it's basic.
And by the way, both waters are room temperature, so because we didn't want to throw it off with anything being cold.
And this is water number 2.
That usually puts mixer in the water. So.
I'm not a water person. This second one tastes funny. I don't like it.
Okay.
It has a weird taste to it, so.
So which do you think is the Kentucky limestone water?
The second one, because it's weird.
Well, why don't you look under the glass? What does it say?
Oh, this is the Bowl and Basket one.
DB, Bowl and Basket.
Wow.
Okay.
because this one tastes weird to me. I don't know.
It's weird because it's cheap bottled water from ShopRite.
Maybe there is something to
Okay.
this limestone water because
Like I was able to pick it out because I just clearly, if you look at the colors on there, look at it looks crisper.
It does look a little
crisper.
crisper.
So you like, so basically, while you picked out the reverse, you liked which did you like better?
This one was better because this one tasted funny to me. I'm not
Okay.
a water drinker anyway,
And
any flavor, but
all right, I consider this a successful experiment.
Okay, so maybe there is something to this. Maybe it's not all.
Maybe we'll have you taste bourbon next.
No, it's okay.
All
it's
right.
okay. Also, how you doing, Bourbon Barry?
I was waiting for
shout
that.
you out.
All right, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Okay, so I think this was a successful video. I think this is my favorite one because I think we actually could tell the difference by isolating the one factor, and that's the water. I think the differences with bourbon are a little more subtle and may take more paying attention to. I did notice there was a subtle difference in the first video with the drop of water and no drop, and then also specifically the last one where we took this limestone water against a different bottled water and said it was ever so slightly subtle. But when you isolate the water, you clearly see the difference. Both of us felt the Kentucky limestone water tasted better. I was able to pick out which it was blindly. Yvette, while she had them reversed, she didn't like the one that she said she didn't like. She thought it was the Kentucky. She just figured that it was going to taste worse, I guess. But in fact, that was the bottled water, and the one she liked better was the Kentucky limestone water. So clearly that was successful. And just again, I mean, it's hard to see it on the screen, but this being the Kentucky Lime by the bottle, now I have them right next to the specific bottles. It is clearer, it is crisper, and just on its own, the ice cubes. Although I'm not putting them in a drink now, you can. I felt that this one not coming out that easily, but in any event, the ice cube, it's just melted in my hand. The ice cube does look a little crisper from but the distilling water, the limestone water, and I'm going to use it in a drink in a different video, and maybe in an old fashioned or just general pour on ice. But so this basically concludes the series. But this I think is the best one. There is definitely a difference. This water is far and above a cleaner, crisper water. I guess when it comes to other factors, it's harder to determine it. But as far as is there a difference in this water versus just your regular bottled water? Absolutely, no doubt about it. You can clearly see it and you can clearly taste it. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.